Clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and game plan. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Out of range, relatively safe. The Fuha stalk to the brim, springs forward with the drive rush. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Lots of Fuha bend and plenty of avenues to race through. No, sucks to pry them open. Player 2 will look to apply pressure, drive rush to keep it going. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Oh, what's this? There's the impact. Not letting that go on. That combo finishes it. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. The low kick hits. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Lots of Fuha bend and plenty of avenues to race through. The Fuha springs forward with the drive rush. All stocked up. Gets drilled with an overdrive Shoryuken. Impact counter! Oh, that's so sick. Player 1 needs to wait this out. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Will this super art do anything? Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Will you bring that MD and whooping ass to work?
What's wrong? Get up!
They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Okay, here we go. These fighters are swinging for control of the match. Drive rush! Rushes in? Are they going to be able to come back? There's a burnout. A jump in? Ooh, what a smart blow. Amazing. What are they gonna do? Reads the jump in perfectly. Are you kidding me? Player 1 comes out on...
A new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let us begin.
I'm not gonna lose.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectiles. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Trips him up. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Trying to read each other here? Blocks the ambiguous cross-up. Some fine spacing and timing. Goes for the drive rush there. What's the play here? The jump in is denied. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Checks with a medium. Oh! There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Experiencing burnout. Serving them a severe beatdown. And the fun's just starting. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Shoots off a fireball up close. The jump in is denied. Will gain control of the map. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 1 needs to use the front of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Not much life difference. Player 2 will need to play it conservative. Oh, what's this? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Yep, presence of mind to pull them. Yo, critical art now? This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerve. Looking for a hole. Close range, what a finish! Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Let us begin.
Simple and clean.
Round 1.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Are they trying to bait out the jump? The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Knockdown. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Taking stock. Had the radar up and running. Checks them with the projectile. Life lead opens up. Player 1 chases. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Both players all out of drive gauge. Player 1 in there. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Nice pair. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Starts a push with Arabian Cyclone. Player 2 needs to use the Predator, springs forward with the drive rush. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Player 15 Hashogaki is gonna steal. A quick breather. Player 2 brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Jumps? This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. Burnout activates. Are we gonna see fires off the Shiksu Hadouken? Going in? Fires off a whirlwind. Fireball press chisels them down. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Still slugging it out here. Opts for the throw. Trips him up. Stands firm and blocks the driver. You can block impact, but you're going to lose some drive gauge when you do. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Taking stock. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Tries to goes for the super art. From up above. Springs forward with the drive rush. Burnout activates. Player 1 in trouble with no drive. Activates the star to get some help on the field. That's not gonna hit. They need to rely on their instincts here. In there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Takes them all the way to the corner with that. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Knockout and... Player 2 doesn't have a lot of... Solid choice with the spinning mixer to drop him. The impact doesn't do it. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 is dominating this match. Fires off the Shiksu Hadouken. The low heavy connected? That's what happens when you capitalize on all of...
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Low heavy.
Pointed.
The drive impact nets them a sweet punishment. That should teach them you can't just throw out moves. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. I can't keep track of these corner switches. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be this experiencing burnout? Well aware of their life in meters. Really good decision making. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to get the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up and burnout activated? Starting something with the super. Now, can they finish the drive rush to keep it going? Closes the distance. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. The drive's off the table. What else have they got? Jumps in. What's the next move? Throws a fireball. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Doing some quick planning? You've got to be mindful of reach and jumping technique. Springs forward with the drive rush. Hits them with a stop and pop. Knew the throw was coming. Oh, could be the start of something. What now? Cross out the drive rush to keep it going. Player one can't place it. Turn that combo finishes it. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Throwing some shade. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Still slugging it out here. Player one is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Oh, whiffs the throw. Knockdown. Gets the jump in. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. One shot is all both fighters need to close this out. Player one fires off the Shinku Hadouken KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Smart play with a throw. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Player one steals it back. They're in the groove now, and they're gonna need to keep it up. Both springs forward with the drive rush. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Experiencing burnout. Threebold? They're going for the super art? A quick breather. Now, can they finish the job? Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. What's this Shinku Hado gonna do? Okay, here we go. Burnout dissipates. Got him! Mix-up time! Player, what a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. The low kick hits. Oh, they took the mix. Plus anti-air. Drive rush to keep it going. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Nails the three ball. Looking for a hold. What now? Drive rush. Betting it all on the drive rush. Both shots. Will this super art do anything? This can lead to some big damage. Player, excellent block. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Oh, burns out. Shin has Shogun needs to push forward.